Hi, welcome to the Equilibrium Method. This isn't a post about fixing yourself, optimizing your life, or pushing for constant improvement. These short episodes that I'm doing explore how humans across history learn to stay regulated, coherent, and present, especially during times of pressure or change. So each week, there or thereabouts, I'll share a simple story or a principle, not as something to believe in, just as a way of orientating people's nervous systems. You don't need to do anything while you listen. Just notice what settles. So let's begin. What this work really is, you see, most people think healing means talking things through, reliving memories, explaining emotions, and going back over old ground. And for some people that does help. But for many others it doesn't. It feels exhausting, exposing, or simply impossible to put into words. What I offer through the Equilibrium Method is different. This work isn't about analysing your life or pulling stories apart. It's about working directly with the system underneath the stories. Your nervous system, your body, and your energy field. Because everything you experience, stress, emotion, resilience, fatigue, is carried through signals in the body. Electrical signals and chemical signals, and of course energetic signals. When life overwhelms us, these signals don't disappear. They get held, sometimes in the breath, sometimes in muscle tension, sometimes in the background state of always being on guard. You don't need to explain those patterns for them to change. The body already knows them. And my role isn't to fix you, diagnose you, or change who you are. I act as a steady, grounded facilitator, creating the conditions where your system can safely recalibrate itself. We start gently. We set a simple intention, not a deep emotional dive, just a direction. And then we allow the body and the energy field to do what they're designed to do when they feel safe. They self-regulate. Some people describe this as energy work. Some experience it as deep physical relaxation. Others just notice that something quietly shifts. What's really happening is coherence is being restored. From a biological perspective, this aligns with nervous system regulation and somatic release. From a quantum perspective, it's about restoring order and clarity to the field you operate within. I don't force anything, nothing is imposed, and you remain fully in control throughout. And here's something important. You don't need to talk about your trauma. You don't need to relive your past. You don't even need the right words. This work is especially supportive for people who, I suppose, feel weighed down but can't explain why, are tired of talking without feeling change, want something calm, respectful and non-evasive, or simply know that something needs to shift, even if they don't know what. After a session, people often say things like, I feel lighter, I slept better, I'm calmer, but I can't explain why. Or simply something changed, and that's enough. The Equilibrium Method isn't about belief. And people need to get their head around that, because times are going to change over the next decade. And it's about creating the right conditions for your system to reset gently, intelligently, and more importantly, in its own time. You don't have to perform healing. You don't have to understand the process. You just have to allow space for balance to return. That's the work. That's all I've got for today. So as you finish listening, there's nothing to take away or apply. If something landed, as always, let it land. And if nothing did, that's fine too. This work isn't about constant insight. It's about learning when enough is enough. Thank you for spending time in presence with me. And until next time, anchoring light and awakening strength, because the equilibrium path is unfolding. Be well. Have a good day.